Hey, Bill Shaka here. Welcome to another edition of the 5-Minute Motivator. Welcome to Tamarindo, Costa Rica. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today, what shall we discuss? What makes your future vulnerable? Conversation with a client, and those were his terms. That was his term. He said, I feel my future is vulnerable. And my response was, well, let's talk about that a little bit. What are your goals for the future? And he said, I'm really not sure. I said, well, tell me something about your overt plans, your general destination. And again, he said, I'm not sure. Well, then I said, how can your future be vulnerable if whatever happens is okay, since nothing was planned? And I said, what should I do? He said, what should I do? And I said, you need to start setting goals for your future. Now, you know, folks, if you've been watching the 5-Minute Motivators for the last month or so, you know I have some goal-setting courses that I am marketing on various social media sites. But the purpose of this is not to actually market those courses. The purpose of this is to let you know that the goal-setting process is an extremely important part of life. And here's the pushback that I get quite often. Oh, Bill, I mean, writing out all of your goals on a 5-page goal planning worksheet, it's so anal. It's so 1980s. Look, I know my multiplication tables, forwards and backwards, from the 2s to the 12s. I think I might be able to go into the 13s and the 14s too. And you know why I know my multiplication table so well? Because when I was in 3rd and 4th grade, we would have a blank sheet of paper and we'd have to write them 25 times. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6. From the 2s to the 12s. Because my teacher used to say repetition is the mother of learning. And now I know my multiplication tables, cold, hands down, backwards and forwards. But I've known them like that since the 6th grade. It's come in very handy, especially in the days of 1970, 71 BC. BC means before calculators. But the point is that it was repetition, it was writing them down that caused my ability to learn the multiplication tables. It's the same thing with goal setting, ladies and gentlemen. Look, I don't use my own 5-page goal planning sheet to set goals for the future. I jot some notes in my journal. I add to them a little bit, I subtract. But it's because I know the process so well. And I know the process so well because I used the goal planning sheet for years. So the goal in goal setting is to know the process. Cold, hands down, backwards and forwards. And once you do, you've earned the right not to use the formal paper and pencil process. It's like an actor who ad-libs. An actor that ad-libs has earned the right to ad-lib once they know the script cold. Who wants a vulnerable future? Nobody. The way to prevent having a vulnerable future is by setting goals. The way to set goals is by using some form, some methodology to work through that process. I have a methodology, but it doesn't mean you have to use mine. Think about it. Look hard into the goal-setting process. Form that self-disciplined regiment of writing your goals down. And in a period of time, you're not going to have to write them because it's going to come natural to you. Don't have a vulnerable future. Bill Shaka thanking you for your time. Looking forward to seeing you in the next edition of the 5-Minute Motivator. Bye.